Air suspensions can really add style and increase functionality to your vehicle. They allow you to raise your car or truck up off the ground for more clearance, permitting hauling of heavier loads, and let you drop into the street for that cool lowrider look. Today we'll show you how to install an air suspension on both the front and rear of your vehicle. So whether you choose to ride high or cruise low, you'll be doing it on a cloud of air. It's coming up on Weekend Mechanic. Hi, welcome to Weekend Mechanic. I'm your host, Bruce Bonebreak. Air suspension systems have an air compressor that supply air to the spring at each wheel. The nice thing about this system, this would be a great addition to any vehicle. It'll add both to the style and the ride quality of the vehicle. We have the perfect project car. This is a 1985 El Camino SS. The air suspension system will even add to the payload capacity of our car. I rate this project a 4 on our intermediate level difficulty scale of 1 to 5, and I'm gonna allow myself 12 hours to finish up. Here with us today, we have BJ Elmore from Air Ride Technologies. BJ,
Bruce,
thanks for coming. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us. Good to be here.
When I mentioned the project vehicle to you, you came up with the perfect system. Can you kind of walk us through the parts that would be in the system?
Sure. A system's going to consist of essentially 3 systems: a compressor system and a front and rear suspension system. It consists of an air compressor that pressurizes our tank. The tank holds our air pressure, distributes that out to the valves here. From the valving, we have an in-car control that lets us meter and supply air to all 4 corners of the car independently.
To make the air suspension system vehicle-specific, BJ brought new upper and lower tubular control arms and shockwave air springs.
What this shockwave is a billet adjustable shock that runs through the center of the air spring, so it's all one piece.
And I noticed this even has a valve on it. So this is even an adjustable.
Right, exactly. In the valving here, we're going to adjust the dampening characteristic of the shock so we can really tune in the ride quality and the performance of this car.
Okay, now this is the front. Now in the rear, what are we going to do on the rear?
On the rear, we're going to use our Cool Ride system. That's going to consist of an air spring and brackets to replace your coil spring. And then we're also going to get you new shocks to mount up in the OEM shock location.
Oh, wow, that's great. Well, I'm excited. Let's get started.
Great.
The tools we use for this air suspension project include regular shop tools such as socket sets and wrenches. We'll also use an impact wrench, die grinder, and drill. And of course, we'll have our safety gear and a fire extinguisher on hand. Our specialty tools include a coil spring compressor and ball joint and tie rod separators.
Some auto parts stores have a loaner program for tools such as a tie rod separator.
Well, BJ, before we can put the new parts on, we need to take the old parts off. Now, where would be the best place to start on this?
Well, Bruce, I would start out by removing your shock and loosening up your tie rod in assembly.
Okay. And then we take the lower control arm off, take the spring out.
Exactly. We'll want to remove the spring. The upper control arm can come a little later. First thing we want to do, though, is get the new lower control arm on and get the shockwave in place so we can test for fitment.
Perfect.
I start by loosening and removing the lower shock absorber bolts. With the cotter pin removed, the castle nut comes off. And I insert the tie rod separator into the joint of the tie rod end and spindle. A few taps on the tool and the tie rod is free. Holding the top of the bolt secure, an impact wrench makes quick work of loosening the stabilizer or sway bar link.
That was quick.
The upper shock absorber nut and bushing come off and the old shock comes out. Next is to loosen and remove the brake caliper bolts. And the brake caliper is free. It's a good idea to remove the brake pads so they don't fall off.
A bent wire clothes hanger is a great tool to hang parts out of the way, such as our brake caliper.
To remove the coil spring, insert the coil spring compressor into the spring and seat the upper arms onto the upper coils. Insert a wedge over the lower control arm and into the lower coils to hold the spring secure.
That's in place.
Use an impact wrench to turn the bottom nut, which rotates the center screw, walking it up through the spring and compressing the coils. With the compressor holding the spring, I put a floor jack under the lower control arm so I can break the lower ball joint loose.
Right there.
After removing the cotter pin and the castle nut of the lower ball joint, the ball joint separator helps loosen the joint, and the lower control arm and steering knuckle are separated. With the spindle out of the way, I can push down on the lower control arm and remove the coil spring. I do the same on the upper ball joint, and the spindle and brake assembly are free. Remove the lower control arm mounting bolts and the lower control arm comes off. Loosen the upper control arm mounting bolts and remove the alignment shims. Continue loosening and removing the upper control arm mounting bolts. With a little persuasion, the upper control arm comes out. Coming up, we get fired up for our front air suspension installation. You won't want to miss it.
My father gave me a bamboo fly rod from my grandfather's that was built in the 20s. And it fascinated me, and I got interested and found out more about the sport, and now I build them myself.
From the splitting to the planing to the binding, Jeff Purdy found that custom bamboo fly rods are a labor of love.
The plane is probably the most important tool in building a bamboo fly rod. So there's a lot of peaceful hours spent planing the strips.
Each rod is made from 6 strips of bamboo that is bound and baked together.
It's something that you produce, something you've made by hand, and now you've gone out and used it to fool the fish. It's just an ultimate fishing type experience.
I didn't go to AutoZone because I was too busy to change my antifreeze.
I didn't go to AutoZone because who needs a tune-up?
If you've been avoiding regular car maintenance, get to AutoZone. They have everything to help you keep your car safe and on the road. AutoZone. Get in the zone.
You better not be making a mess in there. Shh.
Introducing a faucet finish that repels stains and easily wipes clean. The new EverClean finish, only from American Standard.
Cotlin Gardner is a real Geico customer, not an actor. So to help tell her story, we hired an actor.
My husband totaled our new SUV on my birthday.
But you know I still love him.
Less than 6 hours after the accident, the Geico claim adjuster was at my house.
Well, I put on some tangerine lip gloss and answered the door.
Geico service turned out to be the best birthday present I could ever want.
I was one lucky woman.
Geico. Real service, real savings.
Brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Welcome back to Weekend Mechanic. We have all the old parts removed, and BJ's test fitting our new parts. BJ, how's it coming?
It's coming real great so far, Bruce. What I'm doing right now is test fitting the shockwave up into the pocket so I can see how much of this frame rail I'm going to have to trim out. I know for sure that I'm going to have to trim out at least this bottom lip so I can get my hand up inside here to feel around and make sure nothing's rubbing on the bellows up inside farther.
Well, that makes sense. I'll tell you what, while you're doing this, I'll go ahead and start taking the other side apart.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Our ultimate air suspension project has taken about 3 hours so far to remove parts, and we've got about 9 hours to go. I've rated this a 4 on our intermediate difficulty scale of 1 to 5. BJ uses a die grinder to cut out sections of the front coil spring pocket, so the air spring bellows fit without any interference. Be sure to wear eye and ear protection when die grinding. Don't worry if you miss any steps of our air spring upgrade. Just log on to DIYnetwork.com for instructions and resources. After a short time, BJ can pull the trim piece out and retest the fit.
Well, BJ, I've got everything apart over there. Oh, that turned out nice. I see exactly what you did. That's beautiful.
Sure did, sure. We've got it all trimmed out. We've taken out the upper coil spring retainers up here to allow for clearance for the top of the shockwave, and now I'm just running our airline through.
You know, the nice thing about it is this really doesn't affect the integrity of the frame at all.
Exactly.
Okay, now on the airline, this is I was looking at the line. That's a heavy line, isn't it?
Right. The line we use on this system is a 1/4 inch DOT approved airline, so it's the same quality of material that's used on heavy truck air brake systems and so on. The one thing that you want to watch for while you're installing this line to the fitting is you need to make a good clean square cut on the airline using a tubing cutter or a razor blade.
Okay.
That way it seals properly in the fitting.
Okay, then we have our, and then attaches. Now, how does it attach to this?
The way that's going to work is after we make our clean cut on the airline, we're going to insert it into the fitting, push it all the way until it stops, then apply a little pressure outward on it.
And that's important to do that now, right now, because this is going to be up.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. You won't be able to do it later when it's installed. Then we're going to install that up through the OEM mount, bring our lower control arm into place like so.
With that like that, then we have our new upper control arm. Goes into place.
Exactly.
And this is basically reassembly of the old parts.
Right.
Tell you what, I can go ahead and do all this.
Okay, Bruce, I'll get started trimming the other side.
Sounds great.
Good.
While BJ trims the other side, I install the fasteners onto the new strong arm lower control arm.
Always coat any exposed metal, such as the trimmed spring housing, with a rust-prohibitive paint.
The freshly cut air hose goes into the air spring fitting, pressing it all the way in and then pulling back to lock it in place. And the air spring assembly is installed into the trim pocket with a mounting stud going up through the factory shock hole. The bushing, washer, and nut go onto the air spring mounting stud, and the nut is tightened down by hand for now. The new lower control arm is pulled up and seated under the air spring, and I install the mounting bolts, washers, and nuts. The new upper control arm is installed in place and secured with mounting bolts and nuts. Time for reassembly. The spindle goes back on, seating the steering knuckle onto the lower ball joint stud, and the castle nut is installed. The upper control arm ball joint is installed into the spindle, and the washer and castle nut are installed. The tie rod end is reinstalled onto the spindle and secured with its castle nut. The sway bar end link is fitted with washers, bushings, and a spacer, and it's installed through the lower control arm, up through the sway bar end.
Shorten the sway bar end length 1.5 inches to achieve proper alignment.
The brake caliper is reassembled with the shoes and reinstalled onto the brake.
Well, BJ, this side's all done. I just really like the way that turned out. That really looks nice on there.
This looks great, Bruce. Looks like we're ready to go on the other side now.
Well, I'll tell you what, I need to finish tightening all the fasteners on this side, do the same on the other side. I'll do that while you take a quick break. We come back, we'll get started on the rear of the car.
Don't go away now. The project is almost in the bag, as our rear airbag installation makes this project the ultimate in suspension ride and style.
Journey back to
Welcome back to Weekend Mechanic. I'm Bruce Bonebreak. We're installing an air suspension system on a 1985 Chevrolet El Camino. So far, we have the old parts removed from the front, we have the new air suspension parts installed, and now we're getting ready to start on the rear. I rated this project a 4 on our intermediate level difficulty scale of 1 to 5. We're about halfway through this project. Here with us, we have Darren Schilling from Air Ride Technologies. Darren, thanks for coming to help with the rear of the car.
Glad to be here, Bruce.
I appreciate that. Now, we've already got the front system installed.
Yep, the front's done, got the shockwaves and everything done up there. We're going to start on the rear. This is going to use the Cool Ride system on the back.
Okay, now this spring looks totally different than a front
It is a different
spring.
air spring. This is what they call a tapered sleeve air spring. It's designed for lighter weight applications, and since there's no motor or anything, back here is an up front, we can use a smaller air spring back.
Oh, that's excellent. So that's the difference down. This is basically going to take the place of our factory coil.
Yes, sir. It's going to bolt right in place, and we're going to use this upper cup bracket here, and this will bolt right to the top of the airbag.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see that. Now, so
and that's going to attach it to the upper coil spring pocket.
Darren also shows me new gas-filled shock absorbers that we're going to install with the air spring system. We start with the old shocks as Darren removes the lower bolt and frees up the bottom of the shock. Then we loosen and remove the top shock absorber bolts, and the old shock comes out. With the shock disconnected, we push the rear axle down slightly and the coil spring comes out easily. After applying Teflon tape to the threads, the air fitting is installed onto the airbag and tightened down. The fitting should be able to be rotated. The upper cup bracket goes on, slipping the air fitting through the slot, and the fasteners go on.
Do not over-tighten the bolts. 15 to 20 foot-pounds of torque is sufficient.
The mounting stud goes into the center hole, and the airbag assembly is complete. Before installing the new airbag, remove the old coil spring insulator. The new airbag goes into the coil spring pocket with the mounting stud into the upper pocket hole. The mounting plate, washer, and nut are installed onto the stud on the top of the housing. And the nut is tightened down.
That's it.
The shock absorber mounting bolts are installed into the upper mounting bracket, and the top of the new shock is bolted on. The nuts are tightened down, and the upper shock bracket is secured. Load the bolt and spacer onto the bottom of the new shock and install it into the lower shock mount, lifting up the axle as needed to line it up. The lock, washer, and nut are installed and tightened down. To complete the airbag installation, the lower air spring bracket goes onto the bottom coil spring mount and the rubber bag is pulled down to it. To complete the airbag installation, the lower air spring bracket goes onto the bottom of the coil spring mount and the rubber bag is pulled down to it. And we do the same on the driver's side rear suspension. Darren and I also install a new high-performance rear sway bar that will really complement our air suspension. The bar simply bolts on.
Darren, I can't thank you enough for the help on the back of this. It's just beautiful. I love how it's turning out.
Anytime, Bruce.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, the next thing you need to do now is go ahead and route all my air lines. Let's get started on that.
The air lines from all 4 suspension units are routed through the car as needed to get to the valve mounting, which in our case will be behind the front seat. I use zip ties to secure the air lines as I go. It's important to keep the air lines away from heat sources such as mufflers and exhaust manifolds.
Install a neoprene cover in areas where the airline may rub against metal parts or rough areas.
Our ultimate air suspension project is a 4 on a difficulty scale of 1 to 5. We've been working about 9 hours and we've got about 3 to go. We can't wait to hook everything up and see what our air suspension system can do. Come on back to Weekend Mechanic.
The home improvement shows on DIY Network give you the power to do it yourself. It all starts with the show that started the home improvement movement, This Old House Classics. DIY Network is your home for home improvement. Today, starting at 9 on DIY Network.
Here are the DIY basics on selecting hardwood flooring, brought to you by Lumber Liquidators. No other flooring option gives you the warmth, beauty, and value of wood. Choose from either solid wood or engineered hardwood flooring. Both are available in a variety of species and sizes. Solid wood flooring grades range from select to rustic. They can be installed at or above grade and can be sanded and refinished many times. If installing wood flooring below grade or over concrete, choose an engineered hardwood. Its cross-ply construction makes it less likely to be affected by changes in humidity. This DIY basic is brought to you by Lumber Liquidators, hardwood flooring for less. For more on selecting hardwood floors, visit DIYnetwork.com.
That's what you'll be saying if you don't buy your hardwood flooring at Lumber Liquidators. Look at these incredible sale prices on hardwood flooring now at Lumber Liquidators. Solid oak flooring, 99 cents per square foot. Bellawood, 50-year pre-finished hardwood flooring. This is the flooring Bob Vila put in his own home. Bellawood is now available at Lumber Liquidators, all at up to 60% less than you'll find at the regular stores. Visit Lumber Liquidators now for the best prices anywhere on great hardwood flooring. Call 1-800-FLOORING or visit lumberliquidators.com.
I have a talent agent, but he doesn't always come through. Neither side is tingling. It's supposed to tingle? Excuse me? It's not tingling. No. Fortunately, my insurance agent always comes through.
Jeffrey, I've compared companies, and the best deal for you is Drive Insurance.
Drive insurance?
Yes, Drive Insurance. From Progressive. Only agents sell it.
Terrific. Now it's tingling.
Drive Insurance is sold only through independent agents. To find one, go to driveinsurance.com.
Let Georgia Pacific help you create a kid-friendly bathroom. Start by installing cabinet and drawer locks for areas that are off limits and use a non-slip mat in the tub or shower. Also, conveniently place bathroom essentials like hooks, paper towels, and toilet tissue within easy reach for little hands. And help reduce the spread of germs while making toothbrush time fun with disposable-themed cups from Dixie. For more great bathroom ideas, visit gp.com. Georgia Pacific, making life's simple necessities.
All design begins with a single line. A line that challenges. A line that creates power or control or size. At Infinity, a line has been drawn.
Grandma's here.
Guess who? Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Carol.
They're here.
They're coming.
Get ready during Decor Days at Lowe's.
Come in now and get 20% off all special order flooring, including all special order hardwood, laminate, ceramic, carpet, and area rugs. Save 25% off all track lighting, lamps, and shades, with hundreds of styles to choose from. And get 15% off all in-stock pull-out kitchen faucets. Make your home so inviting you'll want to invite the whole gang. Decor Days, now through October 21st at Lowe's. Let's build something together.
Welcome back to Weekend Mechanic. We're installing the air suspension on our 85 El Camino. We already have the air springs installed. Now we need to get the air to the springs, and that's where this comes in. We have all of our controls mounted onto one board. This is a nice way to do it. Everything's pretty much in one spot. Now, if you look at this, the very first thing we want to talk about are the compressors. In our system, we're using dual compressors. What this will do is this will give us a larger capacity, so the totally deflated to totally inflated time will be real fast. Now, the way this works is really simple. We have air coming in the inlet of the compressor. It's compressed, and it goes out the exhaust. From the exhaust, it goes into each one of the tanks, a tank per compressor. Fills up the tank, that's our capacity, comes out the tank, and it goes over to our four-way valves. Now, if you look at this tank here, we even have a safety feature built into this. It has a pressure switch so the pressure can't get too high. From the tanks, it goes to each one of our four-way valves, and on the back side of the valves are each one of the air springs. For the electronics part of the system, we have our main controller right here. We've got it mounted to the board. Now, one really nice feature about this, not only does it have the dash-mounted keypad where you can adjust each one of the wheels individually, this also has a remote control where you can operate the remote control from outside the vehicle, each one of the wheels separately. Now, the way this works is real simple. Basically, you give it a command, the module will go over to each one of the pressure sensors, there's one for each wheel, and that'll either inflate or deflate the spring via the four-way valve. To wire the system up, most of the wiring is already done on our board. What we have left to do, we have the main ground from the compressor. This is going to hook to chassis ground. We have the main battery wire going to the compressors. That'll mount to a battery wire. And then over here we have a centrally located ground point for all of the separate components. Now, it's real important to separate the ground from the compressor from the ground from the control module and also the sensors, because you could get feedback in the system. So we'll hook this ground right directly to battery. Besides that, we have the two wires that are going to go over and attach to our pressure switch on our tank. And then we have the two wires that are going to go up front. One wire is going to be for ignition. The other wire is going to be for illumination of our control pad. Let's go ahead and get this installed.
Our air suspension project is a 4 on the intermediate skill level of 1 to 5. And we've got a few more hours left for the installation.
Okay. We have the perfect place to mount both of our boards. This is the board with the main controls on it. Then we'll have the board with the compressor. There's a compartment on El Camino right behind our curtain. Right here. We have a large area here that the board for the controls will mount on this side, the air compressor board will mount on the other side. You know, the nice thing about it is, this car used to have an amplifier for the stereo system. I just left the power and ground wire ready for our system here. We'll just connect onto that.
We've already run all of our air lines into the compartment, and we're ready to hook everything up. The red battery wire from the air suspension system is connected to the main battery wire coming into the compartment. The black ground wire coming into the compartment is connected to the central ground stud that we built into our board. It's secured using a lock washer and nut and is tightened down. The black chassis ground wire coming into the compartment is connected to the compressor ground wire, keeping it separate from the central ground on our control board. The air tanks go in. I run the pressure switch wires from the control board and connect them to the tanks. Before connecting the air lines from the valves to the front and rear suspension units, I let the air out of the system and remove the quick fill fittings that we installed earlier when we moved the car off the lift.
A quick fill adapter allows you to fill the air springs with an air compressor. You never want to drive the vehicle when the air springs are completely deflated.
Don't worry if you missed any of our air suspension installation and hookups. Instructions and resources are available at DIYnetwork.com. Then I connect the air lines to the output fittings on the valves. A clean cut at the end of the line will ensure a good seal with no leaks. Push the line in all the way and then pull it out to seat the connection. Fresh air lines are connected to the inlet fittings of the two air tanks. The other ends go to the output fittings of the two compressors. Two new air lines are connected to the output fittings on the tanks, and they connect to the inlet fittings on the valves. tanks go into the compartment and fit nicely. And the control board fits well on the other side. The air lines and wires to the front of the car can be tucked away neatly. And finally, the control keypad is mounted onto the dashboard using hook and loop tape. And the wireless receiver is mounted in the rear. The carpet goes back on, and we're done.
Well, we have our air suspension all installed. What a nice system.
It's time to take the El Camino out and show off our ultimate air suspension system. Now I can easily raise the car up or lower it. And I can even run the system using the remote control. That does it for us today. We'll see you down the road on Weekend Mechanic.
Cultures with DHA and ARA. It's the good start that will last a lifetime.
How do you know your dog is healthy? IAMS knows the signs, and now IAMS has an all-new look and name to go with it. IAMS Proactive Health.